elephants created this jungle. Where they made furrows with their tusks, the rivers ran. Where they blew with their trunks, the leaves fell. They made all that belongs. The mountains, the trees, the birds in the tree. But they did not make you. That is why you must go.
Shere Khan, played by Idris Elba, tells Mowgli that it's time for him to leave the jungle. In his journey to the man village, he's accompanied by Bagheera, who's played by Ben Kingsley, and Bagheera is guiding him back to the man village and out of the jungle. They bow down to the elephants out of respect, and then Bagheera recites some passages that are actually from the old Kipling stories of Jungle Book, when they talk about the mythology of the elephants. We also had the elephants pre-animated, and we put that animation into the LCD boards, like a billboard in Times Square, and the elephants would be passing by on the screen, which would create shadows on Neil Sethi, who plays Mowgli, as he bows down to the elephants. The whole film took 3 years, so this sequence, probably from the first time we conceived of it to the time it was finished, is probably about 2 years. And as they pass by, Mowgli has a little encounter with the youngest of the elephants. The set that we had built for this was a strip of dirt with some grass on it. If the grass was disturbed, we built it. And so if you came to the set that day, you would have seen a platform that had been wheeled in that filled with dirt. We had to film it, we had to edit it, and then finally work on the final animation and photoreal version of the effects. One of the techniques we used to have something for Neil Sethi, the actor playing Mowgli, to interact with was the use of puppets. It was an idea that I had because I knew with a kid, the minute the kid's in the room with a puppet, they light up and they look at the puppet, and we had a life-size Baloo puppet that the Jim Henson company had built, and there were 2 puppeteers that were required because it was the size of Baloo. We would have the puppeteers wear blue sleeves or blue costumes and have just little eyes on their hands. They look like Sesame Street characters, really. Sesame Street versions of ours, or Muppet versions. It looked like Neil was the host of some sort of wildlife children's show. For other sequences, like when we're singing Bare Necessities and we're floating down the river, I would jump in the pool with him and stick my head where Baloo's head would be, and he would float on the raft that we had built that was shaped like Baloo. And so I would provide an eye line or splash him or try to get him to laugh. That was a big key, is trying to keep it feeling spontaneous. Even though everything was very well planned, you had to try to get a spontaneous performance. Without the visual effects, it would look very different.
People are randomly selected to compete in this game of life and death.
Good eating tonight. I think Hawkeye could take that out pretty easily.
True,
right?
That's true.
That's a shish kebab.